If you've seen this mask, then you've probably heard of BoyWithUke. In the last musician replay, I explained how BoyWithUke rose to fame with the success of 4 major songs: Toxic, IDJEF, Understand, and 2 Moons. He even decided to go on tour for the first time. BoyWithUke had released a single in collaboration with Oliver Tree named Sick of You. That was another huge success for BoyWithUke. He had also announced that a single would be coming out on February 10th, 2023. This was Rockstar. Now, if you read the title, you may be wondering, what was BoyWithUke's biggest change? Well, that's exactly what I'll be answering in today's video. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Musician Replay. Today we will be covering BoyWithUke's biggest career change, first starting with the songs that were coming out in 2023, his new volume of minute-long songs, and ending with the reveal that people have been wanting for years. But first, of course, let's start with the release of Rockstar. BoyWithUke first started marketing Rockstar with a TikTok released on January 16th. He got a mysterious text from an unknown number telling him to meet at the park in an hour. BoyWithUke got ready, drove to the park, and set up to film a minute-long song for Rockstar itself. Sort of a fourth wall kind of video. Then, at the end of the TikTok, we see a camera looking at BoyWithUke from the distance. The next part of his TikTok started off with BoyWithUke getting another text to meet at a certain location. BoyWithUke ran there, finally reaching the location out of breath. He reaches for the door handle and opens it. He walks in, and then it says to be continued in the final part. The final part is posted on BoyWithUke's YouTube labeled as The Death of BoyWithUke. It shows him walking into a warehouse type building. He walks up to another person, being another BoyWithUke. This is BoyWithUke's doppelganger. They do make up and dance around together to Rockstar. At the end, the doppelganger dies, making it the end of the trailer for Rockstar. Now a week has gone by, and Rockstar finally came out. It was his first single of 2023, and there was going to be a music video for it too. Rockstar is about the desire for fame and impressing a girl. He wants expensive things such as a Bentley or a nice Porsche. Yet he still wants a lover. He states, "I don't want the fame, I just want you." He could be talking about a girl that he wished he had a relationship with, yet he was just doing all these famous things to impress her. The fame persona of BoyWithUke may not be for him. In the Rockstar music video, it starts off as a commercial set. BoyWithUke is the main character, presenting some shoes, the Uke Stars. He's marketing the Uke Stars as they are on sale for only $12.99. They cut for the first commercial, and they make sure his outfit is still perfect for TV. The crew plays a prank on him, serving him a dish with a VHS tape in it. It says his music sucks, and the crew all laughs at him. BoyWithUke then goes back to his trailer, throwing around everything from his enragement. The security guards bust into his trailer looking for him, yet BoyWithUke manages to sneak out the back. They see him and chase him around the set as if it's like a cartoon chase. BoyWithUke runs into a dark room. He runs into a girl from the set. They introduce themselves and they ask each other what they are doing there. Ellie is the girl's name, and she says she's running away from who she's supposed to be. BoyWithUke says he thinks he's running away from who he thought he should be. The security guards run into the room finding BoyWithUke. They make him continue the commercial, but he finally breaks and smashes the ukulele on the ground. The security guards finally have had enough, grab him, and throw him out of the set. This was the end of Rockstar. BoyWithUke had continued to post TikToks, and he even started a new volume of minute-long songs. BoyWithUke started Volume 4 off to a good start, showing some songs that were sure to become popular. This was BoyWithUke's most liked volume of minute-long songs. The track lists for the songs were Greener, I Don't Think We Can Be Friends, Out of Reach, Runaway, Nosedive, Miami, Issues, King of Nothing, Hopeless Romantic featuring Marshmello, Affection, I Don't Mind, Problematic, Blind, Wait For You, Terrified, and finally, Dear Hollywood, also called City of Angels. My favorite minute-long song had to be Runaway and or Dear Hollywood. BoyWithUke had also announced an EP named Antisocial would be coming out on February 24th. It would host 3 songs, Rockstar, I Don't Think We Can Be Friends, and Nosedive. I Don't Think We Can Be Friends is about a failed relationship. BoyWithUke states, half of my heart wants what we had again. I don't think we can be friends. He shows how half of him still wants to be in a relationship with somebody, yet the other half of his heart isn't letting him. He knows that it's best that they don't be friends. In the lyric video, we see a wall throughout the video alluding to 5 things. The wall says, Toby was here, migraine, king of nothing, get her, and tour soon. These statements tease future releases and events BoyWithUke may be planning. The next song, Nosedive, speaks about BoyWithUke growing up. He realizes that school hasn't prepared him for the real world and he feels lost. He states in the bridge, I don't want to fake it, I just have to make it up as long as it goes. He wants the feeling of making it in life, yet he just has to make it up as long as he's living. In the lyric video for Nosedive, we see more writings on the wall. The writings say, tour soon, king of nothing, migraine, you will never be normal, meow, and Lucy. We could tell that he would definitely be going on tour sometime soon. When? We'd have to see. He also kept teasing the 2 songs King of Nothing and Migraine, which would mean they would be getting released as well. The name Lucy could mean anything, but it was also cut off, so it could spell out something else. We learned from a minute-long song from Volume 4 that the word meow means please end my suffering. This could mean anything, but the most realistic thing is that BoyWithUke was going through a rough time. He posted a video on March 17th telling us that his song, Out of Reach, would be dropping on April 7th. He kept promoting the song until it was finally out. Out of Reach is about BoyWithUke's feelings towards a girl he loves. He can't stop thinking about her and wishes he could know her better. He wishes she would recognize the attention he is giving her and understand that he likes her. Out of Reach also had a lyric video. It had more words written on the walls. This time it had 2 different things. Album Soon and Lucid Dreams was written in the background. The word Lucy that I talked about earlier was actually Lucid Dreams. This had to be the name of the album. It would fit his other albums continuing the Dream saga. BoyWithUke had announced that a Roblox concert would be happening soon. It would feature his popular songs Toxic and IDGAF, but also his newest, Out of Reach. BoyWithUke posted a video on May 5th, 2023 titled, You Guys Made This Possible. The video was about him announcing his first world tour. He was going to Australia, Asia, Europe, USA, and the UK. He would start his tour on May 28th and end it on October 3rd. BoyWithUke is bound to release Lucid Dream soon, but we were stuck with when. He continued to post TikToks about his tour, the Grimace Shake, and even the acoustic version of Out of Reach.
I'm BoyWithUke, and today we're gonna be trying the Grimace Shake, and I think it's gonna be pretty good. So let's give it a shot. Okay. That's that.
On July 21st, we got a video titled New Song dropping August 4th. It was the release date of a song. We were waiting months and we finally heard something about a potential release date for Lucid Dreams. In the video, he showed himself looking in a mirror and words floating around his head. Then a stick figure popped up, making the video distorted. BoyWithUke had announced that the single Trauma would be dropping August 4th and that there was more to come. 10 days later, on August 1st, he posted a weird TikTok that showed the release date for Lucid Dreams, October 6th. October 6th was the release date for BoyWithUke's most anticipated album. Trauma released on August 4th, and it was about, of course, trauma. BoyWithUke had experienced trauma when he was little. He said it was his most personal song to date, and it describes a lot about his childhood. There was a music video that came out with Trauma. The video opens up at a house party with some people about to fight. BoyWithUke hops in to film, and they accidentally punch him, knocking him out. His mask fades to black, and we see a flashback. It's him as a child, when his mom is picking him up from school. He hops out of the car and starts to run away, most likely from his problems. There's another flashback to when he is BoyWithUke and he and his friend is on a railroad track. It shows a shopping cart, which is a homage to the Melatonin Dreams album cover. It cuts back to him as a child. He was in the bathroom in high school getting bullied. The 2 bullies take the younger BoyWithUke and dunk his head in the toilet. Meanwhile, the people at the party are trying to wake him up, splashing him with water and wiping him down with a towel. We see another memory of BoyWithUke playing soccer, but then he gets a leg injury. It cuts back to the party and someone tries to take off his mask. The mask shocks both that person and BoyWithUke. It cuts between a bunch of memories of himself in high school, elementary school, on the soccer field, and even with his girlfriend in his car. A medic gets to the house and uses a pulse machine to help BoyWithUke. Eventually, he wakes up and everyone is relieved he is awake. The end cuts to him looking in a mirror, seeing stick figures, a main component of Lucid Dreams. When Trauma came out, the full track list was revealed on Apple Music. The track list was separated into 2 parts. The first part had 6 songs: Migraine, Problematic, Bad Blood, Baby Doll, Rockstar, and Blue. The second part had 8 songs: Lucid, Interlude, Bad Things, Camouflage, Nightmare, Trauma, Before I Die, Homesick, and the most teased one, King of Nothing. BoyWithUke had then released Volume 5 of minute-long songs, showcasing most of the songs in Lucid Dreams. BoyWithUke would then release a project named BoyWithUke Origins. Episode 1 was named Toby. A young version of BoyWithUke was filming a TikTok in the library. Someone picks up his phone and smashes his uke. Then it shows him in his bedroom. You can hear yelling in the background. He puts on a mask and we hear a voice. It's a voice that is in a condescending tone. This is Toby. The young BoyWithUke talks to Toby, telling him to fix the ukulele. There's stick figures on the uke showing him how to fix it. Some of BoyWithUke's music plays in the background, such as Psycho and Bok Choy. He fixes the uke with a bunch of duct tape. Toby laughs at the attempt to fix the ukulele and then says to play something. He plays something on the uke and then someone bangs and yells, "Hey, shut up, we're trying to talk here." The voice sounds similar to the real BoyWithUke, so I think it could be him saying that line. The young BoyWithUke says he doesn't want to be there anymore, and Toby tells him how he can leave. He looks at a picture and then he is outside. Then the episode ends. The BoyWithUke Origins videos are pretty interesting so far. It's exactly 1 month before the album releases and everybody is wondering what the Origins project means. A week later, we get the second episode. This time, its title is Lucid. The young BoyWithUke walks down the sidewalk and bumps into 2 people. They ask for an apology and he just shrugs it off. They see that he is a musician with a ukulele and they start bullying him. They said that they've seen him before as the NPC kid from TikTok. He tries to take back the mask, but the bullies make him play something for them. He puts on the mask and Toby starts to talk again. He kicks one of the bullies in the crotch and he runs away. The bullies chase after the young BoyWithUke, teasing him along the way. Toby also says that he shouldn't be running like this since he's too short. Toby teleports both of them into a church where the door opens ominously. He runs in and the bullies follow. Episode 2 then ends. 2 days later, BoyWithUke drops a release date for Migraine. September 22nd was when the highly anticipated Migraine would come out. Migraine came out with a music video. Migraine speaks about how he feels sick of being judged and controlled by others. It is also about his journey to the charts. He feels stressed trying to be famous, yet nobody remembers him. The music video opens up with BoyWithUke running in an insane asylum. He hides behind a wall from the giant BoyWithUke guards outside. He walks through the building and he sees outfits from his past music videos and TikToks. There are other BoyWithUke characters on bikes riding towards the real BoyWithUke. These other variations of him can be his problems chasing him and or the people who he is being controlled by. He then gets cornered and they put a bag over his head. He then gets strapped to a chair, having tests done. The BoyWithUke scientists seem to take tests comparing the real BoyWithUke to the other variations from his other videos. The BoyWithUke from Long Drives is labeled as too cringe, and the one from Sick of You is too violent. BoyWithUke then gets slapped and he finds himself in front of a mirror. A doppelganger BoyWithUke pops out of that mirror and begins to fight him. One of the BoyWithUkes got beaten and then danced on. Then it cuts to the third verse of the song. BoyWithUke lifts up his mask partly so you could see his mouth. He sings the third verse entirely in front of the mannequins from the other music videos. Then the lights flash and the mannequins become real BoyWithUkes. The real BoyWithUke is surrounded by them, holding signs that say, "This is all a dream," and "Wake up." Then they all do the Spider-Man point and hug each other. They dance together to Migraine, and then as the song ends, they all merge back into the real BoyWithUke. The video ends with him lifting up the mask, taking it off fully. His face is blurred out, of course, since we can't know who he truly is. The end credits scene shows BoyWithUke walking out and seeing the kid from the Origins videos. His younger self takes off the mask and runs away, while the older BoyWithUke looks around and shrugs it off. 4 days after Migraine, BoyWithUke posts the third and final Origins video. The third episode was Wide Awake. It opens up with young BoyWithUke running into the church and hiding. The bullies yell, wanting him to come out. Toby then speaks and tells young BoyWithUke that he's not in control, but just along for the ride. He tricks the bullies into thinking that he's behind the altar when he actually just went into the next room. They find the room and chase him into the kitchen area. The young BoyWithUke picks up the uke and is about to hit the bullies with it. They dodge it and then they start beating him up. He then sees the real BoyWithUke talk to the bullies and makes them get out of there. BoyWithUke ends the series with carrying his younger self on a street as King of Nothing plays in the background. There are about 20 stick figures that travel with them too. He shows his younger self a scar, and his younger self sees that he has the same gash in the exact same spot. BoyWithUke then says, "It's time to wake up, bud," and then he wakes up in his bed. This time, it's the adult BoyWithUke. He picks up the mask that's on his nightstand, sighs, and then it ends.
It's time to wake up, bud.
This was the end of BoyWithUke Origins. It was fantastic marketing for Lucid Dreams, which would be coming out in 9 days. On October 4th, BoyWithUke had collabed with Anthony Padilla. It's a 20-minute interview. He talked about times that he had on tour and even about the album some. He had said that Lucid Dreams was his most personal album to date. He had also wrapped up his tour on October 4th, posting that his album was dropping in 2 days. Now that leads us to his highly anticipated album, Lucid Dreams. It hosted 14 songs and had a runtime of 39 minutes. The first song in the album was Migraine, which I talked about previously. The next song, and my personal favorite, is Problematic. This song had been teased since February. Problematic is about a girl that he had liked, but then she stabbed him in the back. She forgot his name and turned out to be dating another guy. The pre-chorus sums up the song perfectly, saying, "I thought that maybe you could be the final effing remedy, the one to pull me out if I were ever stuck inside a dream." He thought of this girl as his anchor to reality, but turns out she was not at all. Problematic also has a music video for it. It starts off with a guy and a girl in a car driving down a road to nowhere. BoyWithUke is seen in the trunk tied up, so they can use him for clout. They make him do various skits, like him dancing in a real-life scroll cutout from TikTok. They are filming him while pointing a gun at him, making BoyWithUke have no choice. He is then handcuffed to a kitchen cabinet. His old lover brought him a singular chicken nugget to eat, which he graciously accepts. He sees her yell at her new boyfriend, seeing her feel guilty doing this to him. The boyfriend shoots a 6-shooter pistol at BoyWithUke and also smashes bottles on his head. The boyfriend eventually gets so drunk that he passes out, and the girlfriend sets BoyWithUke free. He runs away, looking back one last time to see his ex get shot in the head by the boyfriend. He then finds a horse stable and gets on a horse to leave the area. At the end, we could see BoyWithUke take off the mask and walk away into the sunset, leaving it behind. He kept teasing a face reveal more and more, and this was a sign that he might do it sooner than we think. The next song is Bad Blood, another personal favorite. It keeps a pretty simple concept of how he hates his girlfriend since they've changed so much. He thinks they are no longer compatible together. He then makes a reference to blood type, singing, "AB, OB, bitch, I don't bleed." This makes Bad Blood truly Bad Blood. Also, as a side note, I think BoyWithUke's version is way better than Taylor Swift's by 100 times. Just saying. The third song in Lucid Dreams is Baby Doll. The song speaks about a girl he used to love. She was the right one for him, but just at the wrong time. He wants to move on from her. This is also a reference to one of BoyWithUke's favorite artists, Dominic Fike's Baby Doll. Speaking about Dominic Fike, if you want to see a video on him in the near future, like this video and subscribe for more musician replays. The fifth song is Rockstar, which I talked about earlier in the video. The sixth song, and the last song on the first disc of Lucid Dreams, is Blue. Blue speaks about his emotional turmoil and his past love, using the blind minute-long song as the third verse. The first song on the second disc and the seventh track in the album is Lucid Interlude. This song connects the two discs together, showing that BoyWithUke has woken up and he doesn't feel fear anymore. Bad Things is about his exploration of personal struggles. He expresses how a loved one helps him cope with the struggles of bad things. Bad Things overall is about his mental health and his love that helped with struggles. The ninth song, Camouflage, speaks about the struggle for his love life. The camouflage is an emotional barrier that he can't get behind to share his true feelings. He speaks about his internal conflict between expressing love and fear of vulnerability. The next song is Nightmare. Nightmare shows BoyWithUke's conflict after a breakup. He admits to being too emotional and impulsive, unable to find peace. The chorus shows his pain when he sees his ex happy without him. As he states in the bridge, "Why do I try? I don't know why. I want to fall in love. I want to die every time I see you popping up." He shows how he feels sad each time she pops up on social media. He wishes he had still been together with her, and he can't get her off his mind. The 11th song is the second single from Lucid Dreams, Trauma. The 12th song is Before I Die. It was an official version of the minute-long song Cocoon. The song is about his thoughts on thinking he'll die before he's 24. He has desires for materialistic things such as money, marriage, and divorce. He wants to truly feel the highs and lows of life all before he dies. Before I Die also has a music video that released October 18th. It shows that anyone could be behind the mask no matter who and what they look like. The 13th song on the album is Homesick. This was BoyWithUke's personal favorite. Homesick speaks about his connections that feel distant to him. He says it's been a long time since he had seen someone important to him, either talking about after a breakup and or while he was on tour. He says that he's always busy and can't balance personal relationships with his work. BoyWithUke longs for a place that is his home. Homesick got a music video for it as well. The video was released 3 days after Lucid Dreams on October 9th. The music video opens up with the roaring of a crowd from one of his concerts. Then the video goes through his life ever since he was a baby. He shows a video of himself with his mom on November 8th, 2002, 3 months after he was born. BoyWithUke shows times of himself in hotels and out with his friends. He shows the struggle he goes through during those times, maybe longing for a home. He shows videos of himself getting ready for concerts and him throwing pillows around his hotels. During the instrumental part of Homesick, it cuts to an interview that he held, speaking about his career over the years. For the outro of the song, it cuts from the studio version to the live version that he played at Seoul, South Korea. The video ends with the crowd cheering for BoyWithUke and him thanking them. The credits play, and there was a little bit of time after this. A video plays of a man laying up against the wall. He then looks at the camera. This is BoyWithUke. His name was Charlie Yang, and he was BoyWithUke. This was the first time we ever got to see a face reveal from him. Everyone at the premiere of Homesick was shocked. We didn't know if it was truly him. On the 10th of October, he put out an official statement talking about his face reveal. He thanked everyone for all his support, and he said that the stress of meeting new people, hiding who he truly was hard on him. At the end of the statement, he taunted the people who threatened his face reveal, saying that he beat them to it. The final song in Lucid Dreams was King of Nothing. It was a song that he had shown in a minute-long song over a year ago. It was finally released. It talks about BoyWithUke's feelings of his success, yet he still feels empty and lost inside. The rap verse of the song shows his past self, a time before wealth, and how he still wants to remain authentic to himself and his fans. The music video for King of Nothing was the first official video that showed his face for the full video. He dressed up some mannequins, like the ones from Migraine, and the outfits from his other music videos. BoyWithUke pans through a slideshow that is like the Marvel intro, showing pictures and events throughout his career. He then drops the sledgehammer down and runs around with it in front of all the mannequins. The screen then has a strobe effect, and he smashes all the mannequins into pieces. He puts all the pieces into a pile, putting the mask on last, and then he leaves. Charlie had finally gotten away from the mask. He would make one final announcement for 2023. He was going on tour again, this time for Lucid Dreams in 2024. He posted one last TikTok in 2023 on November 19th. He took off his mask at a show in Mexico, thanked everyone, and said everything will be okay. Now you may be wondering if this was the end of BoyWithUke. Well, not yet. He had something planned in 2024. It was something new, a new style. He was going to fade like a ghost.
I should have told you